Hi guys, welcome back. So I'm super excited for this video, and that's why I decided to go ahead and film, even though I sound ridiculous with my voice right now. I am so stuffed up in my sinuses, it's ridiculous, and I'm sitting here in this seriously igloo of a room. It's freezing in here, which is ridiculous because it's never freezing in here. It's usually like a fucking sauna, so I don't know what's happening right now, but I'm freezing. And I'm sick apparently, and it's a shit show, but I'm so excited for today's video that I decided to go ahead and film anyways. So today, I'm going to be talking about a new skincare brand that I've been using for the past month or so, and kind of like my thoughts, my opinions, how things have changed and all that, and yeah, so let's just go ahead and dive right in. The brand that I'm going to be talking about is High Beauty. So this brand, their kind of like whole thing is cannabis oil, and I think we're all pretty aware of the fact that marijuana and cannabis can really do some wonderful things for a lot of different issues, whether you're smoking it, cannabis oil, whatever, and skincare has been kind of evolving into that world as well, which I think is really cool because cannabis oil does have some like really good benefits. So when I saw this brand pop up on Sephora, I knew I had to pick it up and try it out for you guys because it's fairly expensive. They have two products and the two together makes it like $104. So it's kind of expensive, more on the high end, and I figured I would try it out and let you guys know if it's good or not. So the whole point of this brand is to be like clean and natural and organic and sustainably sourced and all those types of good things, which I think is awesome. So on Sephora's website, it says that this brand, which by the way is, they have a cannabis facial oil as well as their cannabis facial moisturizer. So the moisturizer has 20% cannabis sativa seed oil, and the oil has 32% cannabis seed oil. So, on Sephora's website, it says that it's suitable for all skin types, which I feel like they say for most things, which can be kind of misleading. Despite the fact that it is an oil and a moisturizer, I really feel like people that are going to benefit from this most are going to be normal or oily skin. I really like the products. I took pictures the day I started, kind of in the middle, and then obviously I'm barefaced now, so you can kind of see where my skin is now. Sorry if you can hear my dog, he's having a shit fit. It's such a day, guys, you don't even know. So kind of the key benefits that they talk about in this line are neutralizing inflammatory responses, calming skin, balancing skin function, protects with antioxidants, fatty acids, and vitamins. And it's really just supposed to kind of like calm your skin, calm down any redness or inflammation or anything that you might have. It helps with acne and just a whole wide range of stuff. But like I said, I really think the people that are going to benefit from the most are normal to oily skin people, despite the fact that it is an oil and a moisturizer. So we'll start with the oil. I actually really enjoy this. It is a very thin, dry oil that is basically undetectable on your skin once you kind of rub it in. It really just kind of feels like nothing. It's great, but it is a quite dry oil, so you're not going to get the like super moisturized feeling that you would get from like the Drunk Elephant Marula oil. That one is like really like heavy and moisturizing and delicious. This is just a very thin, dry oil that just kind of like sinks into the skin and you don't really notice it that much. But I do really, really enjoy this product. I could definitely see myself finishing the bottle, maybe even repurchasing it. I just have to pair it with the right moisturizer. And I do really think that this truly helped my skin. Like I said, I did take before pictures and kind of like in the middle pictures, and I'll post it, or I'll insert those right here so you can kind of see what I started with and then what it looked like about 2 weeks into using these products. So as you can see in the first picture, my skin was super red and blotchy. I had a lot of acne scars. My dark circles were quite prominent under my eyes, and I just had really uneven, unhealthy looking skin, honestly. And I attribute my skin looking as it does right now to this product. It is so much less red and inflamed. I have not had any like big cystic acne kind of issues since I started using this. Um, I it also is not clogging my pores, and I think the biggest thing is that it didn't irritate my skin, which most new skincare irritates my skin, and it's kind of a pain to deal with because if I want to try something new, I basically have to be aware of the fact that I'm gonna break out for the first like 2 weeks, and this didn't do that. It like just my skin loved it, honestly. I would say the only time that I dealt with actual acne while using this product is when I stopped using it, when I had, 4 days in a row of working and there was no way in hell I was gonna come home and wash my face and do it. Oh god, I just threw it. There was no way I was gonna come home, wash my face, do an entire skincare regimen and not pass out halfway through. So there were a couple of times during the month where I stopped using it for 2 or 3 days, and that's when my face broke out like crazy. But as soon as I started using the skin, it really like calmed it down, cleared out the acne, and just looks really, really great. I will also say that my texture is 1,000 times better. When I started this, my face was so textured. I had so many blackheads, cystic pimples, just like under the skin ridiculous amount of texture, and it was terrible. I was getting so sick of it. I was popping little blackheads all day long. But since I started using this, that has completely disappeared. My skin is smooth and soft and just really clear, and I'm really, really enjoying it. So I really, really like this, and I will definitely finish up this bottle and might even repurchase. Who knows? But the moisturizer I was not as much of a fan of. This, it's a very odd moisturizer, and this is specifically the product that I think normal to oily skin people are really gonna prefer because it's not that moisturizing, honestly. It's a very like thin, watery gel texture. Sorry, I just got a new chair that's all like swivelly and I keep swiveling in it. Where the hell was I? God. It's just a very like thin, watery gel type of texture, but it's got, I don't know, it's a weird texture that I just really do not enjoy, honestly. I also find that it takes forever to blend it into the skin, especially if you don't like properly let the oil sink in first. This moisturizer just kind of like keeps spreading and keeps like thinning out, but it never really sinks in. It takes forever to blend it out, and it's really, really annoying, and I just find that it doesn't do that much for my skin. I actually stopped using this about 2 weeks in, and I switched back over to my Drunk Elephant La Retro Whipped Moisturizer because that one is like super moisturizing, and I think that is a great balance with this dry oil here. This one just really didn't do that much, and every time I used it after the first like week or so, I just realized that my dry skin, especially in this like area right here and up here where I get a lot of acne and acne scabs and whatnot, I just found that my dry skin was so much worse. It was not a good situation. So this one I was not a fan of. I just felt like it didn't do enough for my dry skin. And it also has a little bit of a greasy leave behind. I really didn't like using this when I had to like go out in the morning because it truly leaves like a greasy film on your skin that just never really dries down, which if you've been around for my skincare videos before, you know I hate that. It is one of my biggest pet peeves. If my skin is like greasy and have like a film over it, it grosses me out to the max. So I really was just not as much of a fan of this. I will say their packaging is amazing. It's a really nice heavy glass bottle with I don't even know what this is, maybe like a really fancy plastic, I'm not sure, top. And the only thing about this oil is this dropper really annoys me because it literally never picks up more than that right there. The little tiny bit just above the opening, it never picks up more than that no matter what you do. It's very frustrating, but I guess that kind of helps you to not use too much, which I think is probably a pretty smart add-on in their part. So overall, I really like the brand. I really like the fact that skincare companies in general are moving into the cannabis world because it's really smart. Cannabis does do a lot of good stuff for our skin. I also wanted to mention, losing my track here, whenever I use this oil, I always bring it up under my eye as like an eye moisturizer. And I truly feel like this has done something magical for my dark under eyes. I used to have like crazy darkness right here where like I would put on foundation and it would be like a raccoon mask of darkness before I put on concealer. It was insane. And now I feel like my under eye looks so much brighter and healthier, and I look like I got a decent amount of sleep the night before, which is not the case, to be honest. It hasn't done anything for my wrinkles, which it's not supposed to, so I'm not going to knock points there. But I did want to mention that it really has helped to brighten up my under eye and just give it new life. So that is my review on High Beauty. I hope you guys liked today's video. Let me know down below what you think of cannabis in skincare and these types of brands, and if you think it's cool, if you think it's a little like gimmicky, which to be honest it probably is, especially with like Milk Makeup's take on it, doing like the mascara and the lip balm and all that stuff. So I hope you guys liked today's video. I hope you will hit that subscribe button if you like these types of videos. I do lots of mini reviews on lots of different products, so stick around. Maybe watch some of my other, oh wow, maybe watch some of my other videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Wow, that was so hard to get through. Bye!